Well, first and foremost, we have to realize that gender-based violence is a result of centuries of patriarchy and systemic discrimination against women in particular. So we live in a society that's filled with harmful norms, with harmful practices, stereotypes that are, deeply ingrained in our lives, in our homes, in our communities, in our workplaces, in our institutions, and in our culture. We know that gender-based violence is rooted in power, in control, in dominance, and in privilege. And in particular, we often don't realize that we are exerting that power and that privilege. And so it's challenging to prevent it from happening in the first place, especially in our workplaces and in our institutions, when men are not even aware that they're exerting that control and that dominance. Men and boys, in particular, those that don't fit the traditional mold of masculinity, experience a great deal of violence too, but predominantly at the hands of other men. So absolutely, men experience, boys, children in their early years experience violence such as sexual violence, rape, domestic violence, child abuse and neglect. And we must not forget that that kind of violence happens within that broader challenge, that broader system of gender discrimination and patriarchy, which affects men as well. Faith and faith leaders and faith institutions, and in particular male faith leaders, play an important role in this area. And so, our call is for male faith leaders to act as allied partners and transformative change makers to ensure that they are being part of the solution rather than part of the problem. Thursdays in Black is an opportunity for all of us to speak out against gender-based violence and sexual violence and harassment. And it's about breaking the silence on a topic that has for too long been kept in the private domain. And it's about committing to a future where men, women, people of all genders live free from harmful gender norms, stereotypes, and gender inequality and all forms of gender-based violence. And it's about adopting, gender equitable principles, including the White Ribbon Pledge to never commit, condone, or remain silent about all forms of gender-based violence and discrimination.